I cheated on my husband with his best friend.
Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started.
I cheated on my husband with his best friend. And I am completely devastated. I moved across the country to be with him, knowing nobody else here except him. He's in the hardest division on a Navy, and thus has a very little free time, but we take steps to work on keeping our relationship alive normally. In the beginning, we did preventative couples therapy. Now, I go to individual therapy once a fortnight and see a psychiatrist for medication every month. But lately, since I'm taking a really heavy load of classes for the summer because I wanted to graduate with my associates before we got our next orders to move, I didn't want to transfer all my credits to another place. We were supposed to get our next orders in October. I haven't had as much time to put into our relationship, and since he's so used to me doing it, he hasn't been doing it either. He still loved me though. He loved being with me, did little things for me when he remembered. I felt like lately we hadn't been talking as much in his free time. He lives at 5:15 for work and comes home at 8:30 to bed. By 11 at least, so we get 2 or 3 hours together. He is usually hungry and tired, and I don't like to burden with him with my problems or talk about our relationship. I normally like to just make myself happy or talk it out with my therapist instead. I know he's tired and busy, but since I've been tired and busy too, we'd been avoiding each other's emotional issues and as a result, had felt a little distant. So to the point we went out for a night downtown with a friend in question and a couple that we know to start of celebrating the 4th of July weekend and spent the night after at a couple's apartment. Husband passed out drunk and I ended up getting it on with let's call him X on a couch. Husband wakes up, walks in, goes crazy, starts screaming, punching X until he runs away. Runs outside, neighbor who is off-duty cop intervenes, makes sure I am able to get home to our marital home, which husband, let's call him H, wanted to keep me out of. Other friend of H drives us both home and lets me in. Takes H back to his place. I sent him exactly 2 texts since. Apologies, short and to the point, respecting his right for silence. His need to sort out his feelings. I am aware of the consequences of my actions and I need to live with whatever decision he makes. But I hope that in the future we are able to talk and that I don't want this to end. I need to see my therapist to talk about what the hell was going through my mind when it happened. I love H, at least I thought I did, but I know cheating is a sign of underlying issues. I have never had a single indiscretion and never even thought about it before. I regret it so badly. Every single bone in my body hurts and my heart actually aches. He saw it. He saw it. It happened. He will probably never get over that. I don't know what to do. I fucked up worse than I never fucked up in my life. I wasn't going to try to do it and get away with it. I was going to tell him. I already knew it was wrong when I was doing it, but I didn't want him to find out by walking in. That's horrible for him. I don't know if he will never look at me the same again. I didn't post this to relationships because I have already made my bed and I'm lying in it. I don't need you're the scum of the earth. He deserves better and he will leave your ass. Thrown at me because I already know that. I just needed to get it off my chest. This happened Thursday night. I sent my few texts on Friday. I have been completely alone in our apartment since then. I haven't had any interaction with another human being. I've considered suicide, cutting myself, drinking myself to fall asleep. I don't even know. I'm just so fucking lonely and alone. I hate myself. I wish he would talk to me, but I promised myself the text would be the maximum until he's had his space to sort out his feelings. I want him back. I want him to at least message me. I want something. I want not to be alone while I'm going through this. But I'm miles and miles away from my family or friends. This is all my own fault, and that fact makes it hurt so much worse. Thanks for listening.